What's going on, guys? This is Maury.
This is Pat.
And Dave.
From the Erie Better Beer Bureau. Today we're going to review Choklat by Southern Tier. This is a seasonal that they release at the beginning of winter. It's brewed with chocolate from Belgium. And I think, what is it, Dave, 10%?
10, yeah. 10 on the button.
You can't see Jack through this thing.
Jack. Oh, Jack, hey.
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, sorry. No offense taken. But it's, yeah, you're right. Real dark black. You know, it's got some nice, larger bubbles mixed in with that, froth from a good stout. Mine's settled down to a nice little ring around the rim of the glass. Little islands floating around in there.
Wow.
Well, it's called chocolate for a reason.
You
This
think?
thing, it's just a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like a solid milk chocolate smell, too.
if
None
you
of
guys
this
have ever
dark
had
stuff.
Young's Double Chocolate Stout, this is that beer cranked up to 11. Lots of big, huge chocolate aromas.
Yeah.
It doesn't disappoint.
And I'm looking on here, I mean, it says bittersweet Belgian chocolate, but
Mhm.
I'll be honest, I don't get a whole lot of that bitter smell.
No,
is
definitely
sweet
not. It's a
chocolate. I'm
sweet-
getting like a chocolate milk smell out
Yeah,
of this thing.
this is like definitely more of a dessert beer.
Ooh. You're not kidding.
Let's find
Cheers.
out.
Let's see what this has got.
This is about as close as to chocolate milk in a beer that you can get to, I think.
Absolutely.
It's really 10% chocolate milk. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
And not 10% chocolate milk. 10% alcohol by volume chocolate milk.
Yes, I mean the chocolate is there right from the get-go. I mean, everybody knows that you taste like some chocolate flavors in other imperial stouts, but here you're tasting actual chocolate. There's
Right.
no question.
And that's damn near all you taste. I mean, I get a little background note of some roastiness.
Yeah, there's
It's
definitely.
way underneath, though. Right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's under about 7 layers of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And it is some real, I mean, this is really good.
Yeah.
And you can even say, Maury, you guys know for sure that this was not my favorite Southern Tier beer the first time I tasted it.
Right.
I mean, actually, I would criticize this beer the first time because it was just overly sweet. But, as your palate develops, this is one good dessert beer.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm eating my words because this is very tasty.
And I don't think it's quite as sweet as like creme brulee.
No,
you know what I
no,
mean?
no.
It's more drinkable than that. And I like creme brulee in small doses, but I think
Yeah.
chocolate is actually more drinkable. But
Yeah, it doesn't
creme-
get overly sweet. It
You're
doesn't.
right.
There's no cloying feature to this.
I
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
so
it's
either. There's definitely, like, I feel like after the initial sweet chocolate flavor's gone, I do feel like there's just a little bit of bitterness on the back end that helps to balance it out and
You're
keeps
right.
it from being cloying.
You're right.
It's in the background there. It's almost as you and after you swallow,
Yeah.
but it's there.
Yeah, you get it on the back of your tongue, almost like the throat. You get that little, that just a little bit of bitter to balance it. I agree. That's really nice. And this is almost in a class of its own. I mean, as far as like chocolate stouts go, you have Young's, they're double chocolate.
Hmm.
You got Brooklyn, they make a nice black chocolate stout.
But there's actually not any chocolate in that beer, just chocolate malts.
Right.
Yep.
This beer, though, if you compare it to other chocolate stouts, it's almost in a league of its own. I almost don't know what else to score it against.
Yeah, both Founder's Breakfast Stout and KBS are brewed with chocolate,
Right.
but not to this degree.
No.
And that Boulevard makes that chocolate ale that we
Right.
had. That's not a stout, but
Right.
you could taste a lot of chocolate in that.
That was real
and
good.
then that box of chocolate.
Box of chocolates.
That one you could taste a lot. But again, the box of chocolate is a quad.
Right.
And the chocolate ale by Boulevard, I'm not sure what the exact style is on that, but it's a lighter beer. It's not an imperial
No.
stout.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have those other beers with that nice, real sweet chocolate flavor, but to have a stout with this real upfront sweet chocolate flavor, it's just a real unique beer.
Oh, I'd say it's medium full. It's not the creamiest ever, but I feel like the chocolate in there, it gives it like there's a creaminess to
Right.
it.
And it lingers around.
Yes.
The chocolate doesn't fade, after you've swallowed your sip. I still, have a nice chocolate flavor. It hangs around. That's just a great feature in this beer.
Reliably smooth and easily drinkable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. And for 10%, Maury, tell us it's drinkable for 10%.
It's drinkable, guys. I wouldn't lie to you. I really wouldn't. I'm going to give this beer a 4.5 out of 5. I just think that it's an excellent beer. I think it's the best chocolate beer that I've had. If there's a better one out there, I haven't had it yet. Grab a couple bottles, split it with some friends and loved ones. I mean, that's what this is a sharing beer.
Yeah.
You know?
And sharing is caring.
yeah.
That's right.
Kids will love it.
Yeah, the kids bring it to Christmas dinner. The kids will have a blast with it. They'll love how sweet it is. But yeah, I'll go ahead and agree with you. I was teetering between 4 1/4 and 4.5. But you got me. You convinced me. I'm going 4.5 on this one. It's just so unique. I mean, that's definitely factored into the score. And the fact that it's 10%, it's got that huge chocolate flavor. It's easy to drink. And, I would say that, that all plays into it. And there's almost nothing you can compare it to. I mean,
No.
and that's just one real good beer.
I would give it 4 1/4. I'm gonna be different than you guys. I prefer a little more balance in the beer, just maybe a hair more bitterness to it to balance out that chocolate. But there's nothing about it that isn't enjoyable.
Is that made with real walnuts?
Is that a Wonka or a Slugworth product?